Unfortunately, the way the weather hit, we all made it here, so that's all great. We did a day or so either way with that storm that we had. I know Oshkosh was bad, and that's where we're from, and we all turned out good. So great, we all got here in time. One of the things too is I've met a whole really bunch of nice people in the last few days. We've had a rehearsal dinner, we've had a few things, we've had a that's some really nice people today, and I really look forward to at least getting and talking to all the rest of you guys. They're all real good friends with Sarah and Marcus, and they all showed love and showed up here tonight, so it's all good for those guys. Can't wait to meet the rest of you guys. Who's grown and ready to get started? Some slack here. I'm an amateur at this. I got one daughter I got to marry up. This is it for me.
I got that.
Who would imagine here? They got engaged. I'm gonna look this way. How about that? You guys got engaged October 1st. This last year and started planning these things in November 1st. So you look at from November to February, that's not a very long time. A little over 3 months. I just want to mention too, we couldn't have done a lot of this wedding and stuff and all the help if it wasn't for Sarah's mom, Debbie, over there. So let's give her a little The decorations, the thoughts of the ceremony, and this all-around setup was a lot of her part. A lot of time we went back and forth to Madison a few times, so everything is great. So again, that's my wife over there. Thank you. Very good job. Jake mentioned a couple people, and I'll just mention them again by name. 3 people unfortunately that passed away in the last couple of years. That Sarah's Grandma Vi, my mom. Sarah's Grandpa Don, father to some of the people over there, passed away, and Marcus' Grandpa James. So we want to just remember those people. I know they would have had a great time here. They would have been probably the life of the party. So we're going to miss them, and we just want to have a shout out to those guys as well. They all love Sarah and Marcus, and I'm sure we wish they could have been here. And I think they would have been the life of the party and had a great time. So. All right, now let's talk about Marcus a little bit. I want to just a shout out to Mom Gloria, Grandma Sadie. That wasn't really my speech, but nice work over there. He raised a fine young man. He's polite, he's respectful, and he thanks for what you guys did for him. A few of the requirements I had for a son-in-law. One was got to be smart, got to work hard. That's him for sure. He's got to like sports. Jake talked about Packers, and we're certainly a sports-related family. Jake makes a living out of it. I'm Packer season ticket holders. We enjoy Badger games down here, Brewers and Bucks, and all of it. So got to be for sure to talk sports, and it's fun doing that with you. You know your stuff over there. So you got to like a little bourbon, maybe a little scotch.
A little bit.
But that, of course, could have been a brother-in-law request over there. So Jake, that one might be on you. It's like great job, Jake. You did a great job today. For me, it might have been, an occasional fireball shot with the young man, the old guy here. Not all bad. I want to make sure that, I found a guy that's really good to Sarah, treats her nice, and that's, one of the things on our list of a great son-in-law. Yeah.
Thank you.
Marcus, you checked all those boxes, and so I guess that makes it official. You're part of our family now.
Thanks, Randy.
Sarah.
Hi.
Who would have thought, back years ago, when Jake talked about when they first met in Oshkosh at Fratello's, and like Sarah was a server, he was a cook, and they crossed paths, but I don't think there was any spark there then. It took a bunch of years later, and who knows? They reconnected years later, they went out, didn't go out. I just wondered, Sarah, how long did that guy have that ring?
Like
Because we had some seasons. We went through, traditional Valentine's Day, not happening. Birthday, not happening. Christmas, not happening. Sweetest Day, not happening. And then we're starting over again. I said, what happened? Finally happened. Sarah, you made a good choice. You're a wonderful daughter. You made a beautiful bride. Thanks again, everyone.
Visiting Sarah down in Madison in college, but I'm Sarah's cousin and matron of honor. I am going to try to do this without crying, but no promises. Here I go. Okay. Sarah, you look stunning.
Oh my god.
Maybe I should just give the microphone a call. You guys make such a beautiful couple, and I'm so honored that you chose me to stand beside you. So thank you. Thank you to everybody for coming and making this day possible. Sarah's parents, Mark's parents, the bridal party, our ushers, Emily and Davis. You guys, everyone, really, this is a beautiful wedding. So, Sarah and I were born only a few months apart, so we're practically the same age. So we grew up together. We did everything together. We went to church together. We went to high school together. Christmases, birthdays, holidays, everything. We
and
did
then
it
just
all.
every day of the week.
What?
Then just every day of the week.
Yeah, then every day of the week. I mean, we were always having sleepovers every weekend. I mean, it was at your house, our parents' houses, or our grandparents' house. We were just always together. To give you an idea of how long Sarah and I have been friends, when we first started taking selfies, we had to physically hold a camera and turn it around on ourselves. We didn't have a front-facing camera, so we've been friends quite a long time. We used to be into things like Club Penguin and Webkids, if anybody remembers those. We truly have a lifetime of memories. Sarah and I have matching tattoos. We have matching piercings. And I'm sure we've had matching outfits. We used to be each other's dates to the high school dances. We've truly done it all. We have so many great memories. And a memory I've looked back on fondly is meeting Marcus. Marcus, you are kind to everyone you meet. You're understanding. You just have so many amazing qualities, and I'm so happy that Sarah found you as a partner. And I know you're going to treat her like the queen she deserves to be treated as. Yeah. In high school, Sarah and I used to do this silly thing where we'd come up with nicknames for the boys that we liked. But Marcus, I think you got the best name of all, and that is husband. If I could give you two a piece of advice, and I know I've already said it to you several times, both of you, but don't sweat the small stuff, because in the end, it just doesn't matter. So remember why we're all here celebrating you, remember why you fell in love, and why we're here celebrating your love, and it'll get you through anything. So I love you both, and I wish you nothing but a lifetime of love and happiness. You're amazing dog parents to Blue, you're amazing godparents, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store for you, and I hope I'm there for every step of the way. So if everyone can please raise their glass and join me in toasting our newlyweds and the two most loved people in this room, Sarah and Marcus. Congrats, guys. Thank you, Laura. Congratulations.
hey everybody.
Hi.
For those of you that don't know me, my name is Paul, and I'm one of Marcus's best men. Marcus has a group of best men here, but I'm the one with the mic, so I'm the one who's talking about it. And Marcus, I mean, he's a guy that we've known basically our entire life, and to be honest, we've known him so long we don't know how long we've known him. Don't remember the time before we were friends with Marcus. And obviously, Sarah, you married him, so I don't have to tell you how great he is. But again, I have the mic, and so I'm going to anyway. I mean, one of the things that I love the most about Marcus, and obviously there's a lot of things to love, is Marcus is a great adventure buddy. And whether it's exploring Madison in high school, just gallivanting around town, or traveling through South America, or just hanging out. He's a great guy to have by your side. Marcus has a comfort zone, and he knows exactly where his comfort zone is, but he's always curious, and he's a cautious guy, but he's always curious to stepping outside. And I mean, one of the funnier stories, I think maybe like 14 years ago, we were at my grandma's house in Colombia, and my dad's from Colombia originally, and so we were in Colombia at my grandma's house, and there's a tradition, like a typical food in Colombia that people eat once a year, and it's ants. And like the name of the ant in Spanish is hormigas culonas, which direct translation, big ass ants. Because these ants have very large hind parts. And you pop them in the oven, put a little salt on them, and you eat them with a beer. And my aunt, she didn't speak any English, and Marcus didn't speak any Spanish, at least a little bit. So they were like, she was trying to get him like, oh, come on, try these ants. And Marcus was like, not sure about this, this is weird. But then at the same time, you kind of see it's like, oh, okay, well, there's a whole culture of people that this is like normal, and so, I'm going to give this a shot. And then, he had a bunch of ants and another beer, and it was like, stepping outside of that comfort zone. And I think, whether if we're talking about an adventure somewhere in a foreign country, or just, life in general, life is adventure, right? And so you've got somebody, Sarah, here next to you, who is that adventure buddy. He's great. Another one is Marcus is also a great discussion partner. He's somebody you can you guys all know what I'm talking about. No, but it's like, if we're talking about, if we're talking in high school about, oh man, the last breakup or heartbreak, or talking about politics, or talking about sports, he's someone you can really discuss with and have good discussions. And even on his bachelor party, first thing we did at lunch, talk for 20 minutes about politics. And check off the box real quick, But I've shared a lot of experiences. We've shared so many experiences with Marcus over the years, growing up together, and then going through college and basically becoming adults. And so we have a lot of shared experiences, but we also have had a lot of very different experiences. And Marcus is somebody who I've learned so much about, and has meant a lot to me throughout my life. And I feel like that's something that has made me a better person. And I think being able to talk to someone about anything, and having detailed discussions, and that's so valuable, because life isn't always just an adventure. It's like you're going to have calm moments and time on the sofa, where you can talk, having somebody to talk to about anything. It's like that's more valuable, I think, than almost anything else. And that's great. Well, he's married. And I think, last but not least, I don't want to keep you guys too long here, but I think one of the probably the most important one of all of those is knowing him for so long, and having spent so much time and spoken so much with Marla, basically just as best friends. I feel very qualified to say this, but this man has an incredible heart, and I think that's something that's can't take for granted, and I think that's more important than I think anything else. And I'm so happy for you two, and I think this lost for words. Now he's yours. Yeah.
I might need this water.
Because the inside
Are you guys able to hear me? I do apologize for my voice. I have people from all over the world as my bachelors, my best men, as Paul said. And, they've been around for this week for a couple of days, and we definitely had a lot of fun. So I was yelling a lot, and having adventures. So I do apologize for that, but I did want to say, I had originally prepared what I believe to be a great speech tonight. But now that I'm married, I've been told to read this one instead. And as you but in all seriousness, my wife and I do appreciate you all for being here tonight, celebrating with us. We know you sacrificed your time, money, and then even possibly your safety with the snowstorm and stuff like that. Thank you, Jace. And as Jake, Sarah's brother, as he said, or as he mentioned, we have guests from all over the world here tonight, and that we really feel the love, spread across the entire, I think 3 or 4 continents, multiple states, this and that, and to see you all here tonight, it really warms our heart, and we really appreciate you all. And all that. And to that point, each of you in this room truly do belong to a group of the most important people in our lives. And at some point, you've made a positive impact on us, each of us. So we really do appreciate that. You've treated me either like a brother or a son, and your support and generosity has allowed me to grow into the man you see before you today. I would not be standing here if it weren't for, like I said, all of you have some doing in me to be up here and be with this amazing woman. Sorry, I should probably put the mic up. But be with this amazing woman, so I really do appreciate that. More specifically, I would like to thank Sarah's father, Randy Latarski. This literally would not have been, this night would not have been possible without you, Randy, so I do appreciate that. And Randy, I do mean this as sincerely and genuinely and from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being such a loving father and helping raise such an amazing woman. It really shows. Yeah, and to Debbie Latarski, Sarah's mother, of course. Like Randy said, this was a short engagement. You kind of made the joke about me waiting long to propose, but once I did, and I was like, let's get married now. So it's the same exact time that we're relaxed. So we're all good. We're all good here. So, but seriously, since the day that I proposed to Sarah, Debbie, she's been working tirelessly from November 1st all the way up into 4:45, 4:50 today. She was still putting things together, still working so hard. So Debbie, thank you for coordinating every aspect. I cannot say enough about the Latarski family as a whole, and that includes, Jake, Lucas, Vicky, everyone else, Chris, all the Simons. I really appreciate you guys for really accepting me right away, immediately treating me like I was a family member. And as we mentioned, we don't want to touch back on that, but Sarah and I both lost family members and things like that, and we were both going through pretty tough times. And on both ends, when I was going through tough times, the Latarskis, they looked out for me, and then likewise. So that's that just means the world to me, and that's when I knew that I felt comfortable as a part of the family. And this is just really a celebration of formality for us to all gather here, but truly, I already feel like a family member. So thank you for that. And speaking of family, words can't describe what mine means to me. So, you know, I love my Pearson family. Grandma Sadie, Mom. You guys know how grateful I am for everything you do for me and everything you have done for me. All the sacrifices both of you beautiful, strong black women have made. I can't say enough. And now on to the bridesmaids. Yo, you gotta say it's the most beautiful group of bridesmaids you've ever seen. And each of you, I thank you for just being such great friends to Sarah. I mean, like sisters to Sarah over all these years, especially you, Emily. I know how much Sarah means to you and what your relationship means to each other, and it's precious. And I really just appreciate how you guys have always supported Sarah for a number of years. Like I said, you know, 8, 9 years, whatever it is, you guys have always been there, right here. So this is just beautiful to see you guys here. And like I said, you look amazing tonight. So thank you. So, also, shout out to my groomsmen in the MAD group, the extended MAD group as well. Y'all look very you know, I mean, I'm at a loss for words, like Paul said. I mean, I didn't think you guys would clean up like this. But really, I do cherish our friendships more than you'll ever know. I appreciate all of your love, your support, your trust, and a million other things. Basically, thank you for being you and accepting me for who I am. I appreciate that, and I can't say enough about that. Over, 25 years, I think, we were in kindergarten together, things like that, and I never thought I'd be here in my almost mid-30s, still with you guys as my tightest friends. I love you guys so much, and all you've done for me, and how you've supported me over the years, and helped me when I needed help with things, and it goes to show, like I said, I would not be standing right here if it weren't for you guys, so thank you so much for that. I love you. And then a very special thanks to my best man, Paul Oswald, too. Thanks for what you said up here, bro, and also thanks for what you didn't say up here. All right. So, yeah, so they do say, sorry, I have to write this down, I don't want to miss anything. So I believe the saying is, when you know, you know. And I will say I knew right away that Sarah was Mrs. Wright. I just didn't know her first name was Always. But seriously, when it comes to talking about Sarah's good qualities, where do I even start? I mean, she's beautiful, she's intelligent, she's generous, hardworking, kind, and of course she's a brilliant judge of character, obviously. But honestly, Sarah and I have lived together for a long time now, and I didn't just want to marry the woman I wanted to live with. I married the woman I cannot live without, and I mean that. I mean that. I still don't understand how I even landed such a beautiful woman, inside and out, but I do guarantee I will never take it for granted, ever. Sarah's my absolute best friend in the entire world. We have an inside joke about how she would have actually been my best man if she wasn't already the bride. Sorry, Paul. But Sarah, you have a smile that truly brightens my world and a mind that keeps me forever.